Alright, this is Captain Alex Mason here, and we're going to be talking about all the collectibles, or I should say mementos, from Call of Duty World War II. First, starting off with the Nazi knife. A small engraved knife. This knife was issued to members of a Nazi youth organization. So, it's a Hitler youth knife, basically. Oh, I forgot I could do this. Compass. A compass carried by an American infantry soldier. The M1938 Lensatic compass is a critical piece of field gear that gives officers and squad leaders a dependable land navigation compatibility that can be decisive in combat. Now, obviously, because this game is being released to everyone around the world, they couldn't show the swastikas on it, which I think is still kind of lame, because they did a lot of censoring in the American version as well. Like, even though there were still some swastikas around, you could still see it in most of the map, like campaign modes, that certain flags, they said, oh, we can only have so many swastikas in a mission. Alright, Pathfinder patch. An elite US paratrooper patch. Only airborne personnel qualified through the successful completion of the Pathfinder course are authorized to wear this. Well, that's interesting. So, a lighter, personalized lighter of a US naval aviator. Wait, that guy was a Navy pilot? Customized lighters of this type were able to stay lit even in harsh weather, making them an essential tool for every American soldier. A pocket watch. Small civilian pocket watch, engraving on the back. I don't see an engraving. This civilian timepiece is an important status symbol and provides direct benefit in the daily lives of both shoekeeper and farmer. A gas mask. A German gas mask. Every German soldier was issued carried a gas mask. This M38 mask is made from molded rubber with a metal alloy respirator snout. Okay, an SS pin. A tie pin used by SS officers, a flamboyantly marked personnel item belonging to a Nazi officer. I like the fact that they used, like, flamboyantly as an adjective to describe this, because that was something I, like, when you think about it, that's ironic in itself, because the SS hated those kinds of people, but I digress. Locket. A family locket from a civilian. A pocket enclosing images of loved ones is a valued personal possession. Too bad you can't return it to the people. Wait a minute! That looks like Rousseau. I could be wrong, though. I hope I'm wrong. A fuel canister. Empty flamethrower fuel canister. Although the Mark II flamethrower is an effective combat engineer's weapon, it can only function when charged with full tanks of fuel and nitrogen propellant. A White Rose poster. French resistance poster. Poster used to promote the French resistance in occupied France. A dog collar. What the The German dog collar. The German forces use military working dogs for their effectiveness in combat, their territorialism, as well as their hunting and tracking instincts. Fun fact about the German Shepherd, especially a purebred. Purebreds can only last about a certain amount of years before they eventually can't be used for any kind of service, like bomb sniffing or, say, canine units for police, because their hind legs give out once they hit, like, their double digits. Because I don't know, it's a genetic thing. They can't handle their hind legs, and that's why a lot of police forces now, at least in my area, are swaying away from German Shepherds now, because their hind legs give out at a certain age, and they need dogs to last a lot longer in their police forces. They also train them in foreign languages, so that way, you know, if they're planning to sick a dog on a person who may be a dog trainer, they can't command that dog to stay, because it wouldn't be able to understand English because it was trained in a different language. Rocket blueprints. V2 rocket plans, dirty and distressed. The V2 rocket is the world's first true ballistic missile. Technical drawings of the V2 are one of the most closely guarded secrets of the war. Also, fun fact about the V2 rocket, first picture of space was taken with the V2 rocket. Because the V2 rocket was strong enough to actually leave Earth's atmosphere, even if it wasn't as far as most of our rockets do now. It was still an amazing piece of equipment. Liquor bottle. Old French liquor bottle. Under the kleptocratic German occupation, this is highly prized. Is it cognac? I don't know what alcohol is, because I'm underage. Alright, propaganda poster. A German propaganda leaflet. German propaganda... Okay, that's all they have to say about it. A German medal. A German officer medal. This is an example of the World War II Order of the German Eagle. Bronzene Verdienstmedaille der Deutschen Alderodern. I hope I pronounced that right. I'm taking German class, so I'm trying to pronounce these words as accurate as possible. Which is presented to foreign diplomats. Foreign diplomats. Who are foreign diplomats? A music sheet. Tattered music sheet of a Mozart symphony. In Nazi Germany, classical composers are imagined as resistant to the decadent and corrupting immortality of degenerate, adulterating influences. I wonder if anyone took a quick look at this, could actually tell me what piece this is from, because it just says, oh, Mozart symphony. That could be any one of them. A cigarette box. A small Nazi cigarette box. Personal items like this cigarette case are used by the Third Reich as a means of reinforcing Nazi ideology. So, like 1984 with the Victory cigarettes and stuff. Yes, I read that book. We read it recently. A hotel pen. A pen from the Hotel Allendorf. A pen from the reception desk of a hotel where a pitched battle took place between the Allies and the German holdouts in Aachen. Death. Oh, wow. German flare gun. German Army Leuchtpistole 42 flare pistol. The LP-42 flare gun, also known as the, I'm not going to read it again, Kampfpistol, is made out of stamped steel or zinc. It is capable of firing 27mm flares, smoke grenades, anti-personnel grenades, and anti-armor grenades. Well, then it wouldn't be a flare gun, it would be an all-purpose gun, right? The only thing it would be missing now is a bullet. Food container. German food container. Food container issued by the German army used to carry hot food to soldiers in the trenches. U.S. Army rations. As a result of the interruption of food distribution in Northwest Europe following D-Day, food supplies have fallen in short supply. The shortage placed importance on U.S. Army K-rations. A billfold. A Nazi billfold. Personal items like this billfold are used... So, the copy and paste response. I don't even know what this is for, to be honest. A pipe. An English smoking pipe. The pipe gives troops something to do during leisure time and serves as a reminder of the comforts of home. And also can slowly destroy your lungs if you're into that sort of thing. Not me. Ooh, what's this? Oh! Oh! This is a journal from an infantryman in the 16th Infantry Regiment, 1st Division, who was KIA. Seems like we'll never get out of this forest. The Germans know it better than we ever could, and they've had all the time in the world to reinforce their defenses. After we finally destroyed a few hidden bunkers, I lost my buddy Miller to a tree burst when the crowd shelled us from Hill 493. If you're reading this, I didn't make it home. Please tell Katie and the girls I'll always love them and that Daddy fought to make the world a better place. We're moving out again, so I have to go. You're the best, Ma. Doesn't say who it's written by. I hope it's not one of the soldiers I ran into. Because that would be bad. Battle of the Bulge. Camera. C2 camera. Introduced in 1939, the C2 camera, with its distinctive brick shape, okay, is prized by soldiers and photojournalists for its durability and high-quality images. Yeah, I gotta admit, I'm not much of a camera guy myself, but looking at some of the photos that were taken during the Second World War, most of which were probably taken with this camera, they're actually not bad. They're actually really impressive for, what, a picture almost 100 years ago now. It's impressive. A comic book. Okay, this is supposed to be Captain America, but I guess Marvel didn't want copyright issues and stuff to arise. Old comic book from the 40s. Popular entertainment like this comic book contributes to home front morale. A U.S. Wings Medal. U.S. troops wear uniform devices identifying rank and branch of service, like this pair of Army Aviation's officers' lapel wings. I hope I pronounced that right. A magazine. Number 17, August 42. What? World Magazine from World War II. I wonder if that's an actual comic brand. Or not comic brand, but like a magazine brand. Quality journalism provides the U.S. home front with a critically important link to the fighting fronts of the war. I can't read any of this stuff. A silver flask. Again, a prized souvenir for U.S. Army soldiers fighting in Europe is a German flask, typically carried by Nazi officers. Really, I thought other things like the flag, SS patches, a Luger, and many other things that the Germans had would be considered a good souvenir, like prize souvenir. German Wings Medal, German Air Force pilot wings. The German Luftwaffe issues insignia identifying flight-qualified personnel. The Rhine, a letter from a German soldier to his family. Letter from elderly member of the Volkssturm. Oh. That's... Oh. So those who don't know, Volkssturm was basically the home defense. There are some members that you actually see in World at War, the ones that got hanged because they refused to basically fight and die for a cause they didn't believe. Letter from this elder, like, a national militia established by Nazi Germany in the last months of the war. It was also instated when Hitler declared total war, meaning that everyone who is able to pick up a rifle, whether it be a kid to an elderly person, had to fight, which is in itself a war crime. I remember after midnight mass, when we'd come back home and finish off the Stollen with a cup of good strong coffee. How I miss real coffee. And on Christmas Day, roast goose. Even in those happy times, something told me to hold on tightly, to take nothing for granted. But how could I? How could I know we'd come to this? Old men and young boys used as kindling for an insatiable fire. I can't help but feel that God has turned away from us. A German canteen. These canteens actually look just the same as they did in World War I, almost. The M31 canteen is an ubiquitous piece of German field gear. It consists of an aluminum bottle capable of holding 25 fluid ounces of water, a wool felt insulating cover, leather support straps, and a detachable canteen cup. A Bierstein. I don't know what the inscription says. The font's a little hard for me to read. This Stein is customized to a reserve machine gun company from the 42nd Jaeger Regiment. The phrase Erinnerung an meine Site, meaning a reminder of my time on the surface, is inscribed at the top. Okay, so that's it. I'm Captain Alex Mason, and I'll see you guys next time.